Hey everybody, and welcome to the December Daily. Can I play bass with this rig, Paul? Man, you know, just as soon as I start delivering an Opus 21 row to you, then you ask me about orchestration. I don't understand, Mr. Eller. Nothing. I mean, I'm trying to do well by you. Yeah, I can play bass with this rig, kind of, but I'm not a bass player. You are. Paul Reller, it's always good to see you. Thanks for being here. Really, really lovely to see you. Wow, lots of droney stuff. Here, let's get rid of some. Here we go. Just take the sustain pedal off, basically. Come on, go away. Oh no, it's not that. It is something else. Actually, I just need to turn my feedback down. How are you all today? Andre Chumley, you're here at the Bizarre Bazaar. Fantastic, listening on Facebook. Yeah, man. And Andrew Unfordorfer's here again. Wow, and Raymond is here. Hey, Raymond. I have no idea what that meant. Is that a question about me living? Yeah, still alive, still here. Yeah, that was a stupid joke, wasn't it? Yeah. So how are you all today? Tell me how you are. Wow, I'm a mess. Ghost in the Machine, yeah, kind of. You know, I decided to put on just before we went live. I decided to put on a dark skin for my Ableton Live set. I'm like, oh, let's try a little mood here. Yeah, well, that is kind of how it went. Now I can't see any of my dials, so I think I need to change that up a little bit. How is my back, Raymond? Thank you so much for asking. Any of you who have not been around me like yesterday will, oh wow, what's happening here? I've got noise that I'm not aware of here at all. Any of you who might have been here yesterday might know that I took a little bit of a spill. So Andre and Paul, that's what the tape on the glasses is. I keep making this joke that it looks like I got caught in the corner by the schoolyard bully and got my glasses broken by a punch in the nose. But no, it was me walking the dog in a very routine manner yesterday, and all of a sudden finding myself with a beautiful view of the sky, not quite knowing where I was, with a couple of friends to minister to me as I knocked my head on the ground, on the ice. So I kind of lost yesterday. I kind of really lost yesterday, most of it, actually. Just did not feel like doing anything. Woke up this morning in not too bad of shape, I must say. I was kind of okay. I was kind of okay. I'm going to put up the Restream chat here as well, so everybody can see all these comments coming through from all the different places. So yeah, I ended up on the ground looking up at the sky and not able to walk away from it for a little bit. But then I got up. Isabel got me, and we went home. And then I sat on the couch for a good amount of the day. So let's handle some of these questions. Oh, thank you, Andre. Yeah, I'm you know, I stayed indoors today, so I didn't have any danger except for the occasional shoe on the floor or the cat on the floor. Let's see. Music saves, right, Andre? Okay, will the social justice warriors let Ableton call it dark skin for much longer? Yes, I think so, because I think over in Berlin, they think of things differently than we do over here, perhaps. Yeah, it was a patch of ice covered in snow. Right, exactly, Isabel. Yeah. Isabel and I have been working hard all day and continue to work the next couple days on our Level Up Your Virtual Presence class, which goes up on Saturday. You all are invited. Isabel will place a link in the comments. Of course, it's always in the description as well. And yeah, we're really looking forward to that. Going to be basically pulling apart and demystifying all the things about streaming for people who know different degrees of things, right? So people who are coming just from like, yeah, I like hanging out on Zoom on my phone or on my iPad. From everybody who use tools like the phone and the iPad, to those who like level up to the laptop, who level up to the pro audio and video scene, who level all the way up to camera switching and, you know, and stuff that I've adopted just because, I guess, is what I have to say. You know, the story with me about all this is that soon after we kind of took on, you know, the grand pause, my musical family, Bang on a Can, asked me to do a concert or two or three or four. And so as soon as I did that, though, as soon as I said yes to that, I realized, oh my goodness, I've got kind of a problem here in that I've got a recording studio at my disposal, but I have no camera sense at all. So that's where I started. And as you probably know, you couldn't get anything. If you wanted to stream, if you wanted to do anything, you kind of couldn't, because everybody was sold out, because everything from China had stopped arriving, period. It was just bad. There are these things called capture cards, right? So it's like when you use a camera, any kind of a camera, like a camera with like a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, a lot of these cameras do have the ability right now to send out clean HDMI, which means that the stuff you find on the back of your camera, you know, all the settings and stuff, you can get rid of that and just have a clean picture, just like we have right now. So I can talk to you more easily, and it can look nice, and we can kind of enjoy a good time together. Hopefully you can enjoy the beauty of my slightly jarred face and my taped glasses. So anyway, clean HDMI is what you want, but what you have to do is take HDMI out of your camera and convert it into USB for your computer. So that kind of has to happen. And for anybody who tries to stream USB constantly, it's kind of jittery and it's not all that pleasant to look at. So that's kind of why the HDMI thing is an issue. But that's all gear questions. That's all gear questions, and not all that interesting perhaps to you today. So let's talk about what is interesting to you today. Lots of familiar faces in the chat. Let's talk about Brian Funk. Now, Brian isn't here today. Brian is just not here today, not because he should be. I wasn't able to actually reach out to him and find him today. But Brian and I did Brian's podcast a couple of days ago, and that has now been released. So this is Brian. Well, I thought it was Brian Funk, but it's obviously not. I see what's happening here. Okay, so let's try this instead. Let's go to Google Chrome. There we go. This is Brian's page, brianfunk.com, and he released the music production podcast that I enjoyed with him the other night. So y'all want to go listen to two hours and 30 minutes of Brian and I taking a tour of each other's lives and thoughts? That would be awesome if you enjoy that. He included a bunch of stuff that we talked about. There are a bunch of links there, including a link to Isabel's father's original version of Dazed and Confused, because he actually wrote that tune. But yeah, Brian is an honestly wonderful dude. We met a long time ago at an Ableton users group, and in New York, actually. And that was the first time we met. He was going under a different moniker, but Brian long ago began the Music Production Club, right? And it's something you can subscribe to monthly. And if you're an Ableton geek like I am, you can subscribe per month, or you can subscribe for 6 months. There's Brian there. And Brian, puts out constantly all these Ableton Live racks. I got a couple in the rack today. I'll show you just to let you hear how they sound. But yeah, but Brian's an awesome guy. And I'll tell you something else. Like my dad, Brian teaches high school on Long Island. And that's a service. Good people taking on teaching of younger folks. I call that essential workers right there. Brian's one of those. Look at this. Check this out. You see this right down here? What Bob Ross teaches us about music production? Yeah, let's see if we can find that. I'm not sure actually. Yes, I do have it. Oh, but you can't see it. Ha! Yeah, this is an ebook that is worth your picking up. No question. This is what it looks like. What Bob Ross teaches us about music production. The lessons. Lesson number 1. Music is everywhere. You just have to listen. Lesson 2. You can do anything you believe you can do. Talent comes out of practice. Show up consistently. All of these things. So that is Brian's aesthetic. So I urge you to go check out not only this podcast, but more so just Brian's vibe, Brian's site here on the Music Production Club. And if you're an Ableton geek, yeah, grab some of his Ableton Live packs. They are absolutely awesome. Here's some. Let me just see if I can find one here and show you. Who's up here in the chat right now? Raymond, I'm from are you from Long Island? Yeah, I used to go to school there. That's part of what we talked about, actually, Brian and me, the other day. I'm starting to feel led to change my Ableton skin. So let me do that so I can actually see it better. There we go. Now we can see things again, right? All right, so here we go. Let's just take a listen to this drum, to this little. Here's an ADM freeze filter by Brian. So we'll solo this up and listen to that. You can really get some nice stuff on your drums here with different rhythmic elements. Change your beat repeat grid. I mean, to some of you, this may make no sense at all, and I'm sorry. It's just kind of what we Ableton geeks call a really good amount of fun, right? If you've got a machine like this, you can totally change all your parameters one by one and just actually play all of the devices. Listen to that. Wow. Wow. This is a freeze rack. So it freezes stuff. I mean, I'm sure you've probably deduced that by looking at the header. Anyway, that is Brian's work in a nutshell. You know, the nice thing about these glasses, is that that with Isabel's taping job, they start to go up a little bit on the sides, and I start to feel a little bit more like, I don't know, like Batman, which is really weird because why would that indicate Batman, right? But kind of like a superhero because the glasses are just kind of like a little bit edgier. So they actually are supposed to look like this. So anyway, I'll have new glasses tomorrow, which will be the same glasses, but at least they won't be broken. Yeah, Andre, nice filter, right? He's great. Yeah, they do come apart now, but they don't have magnets, Raymond, so I can't even use them. Helen Yee Music. Oh, wow. That's really nice to hear. Oh, fantastic. Helen Yee got into this. That's fantastic. I will tell him, since he's not here, I'll tell him that he's got a fan and somebody in the production club that now we both know in common. But anyway, yeah, cool. Well, anything anybody wants to talk about or wants to say? I know Andre has something to say. I would love for Andre to say something. Tomorrow is Friday. And on Friday, going to feature some people from Amplify This, from our very first inaugural program, our Expansion Lab 2020. So we're going to feature some folks, one of whom is releasing a record tomorrow, an EP, one of whom has released a book recently, and one who has a live stream tomorrow night that I want you to know about. So, a few of them I've worked with for a long time and are just wonderful musicians and human beings more than anything else. And that's what it's really all about. It's not about being a great musician. It really isn't. At least hasn't been for me for a long time. I search out great people who do music and who love music and are passionate about music. When I find them, I don't let go because that's super important. Anyway, I think I'm going to fade us out today and say thank you to you all for hanging out with me today. Maybe I'll play a little bit more, and we'll see what kind of music we can get. Oh, Andre, are you talking about Saturday? You'll be there for Level Up Your Virtual Presence? Is that what you're saying, Andre? Are you going to join us? Oh, fantastic. You see, look at all this language. Some of you know this language that he's speaking. Some of you don't, and it doesn't matter because it's all so cool. I'm with Screwdriver swapping out some modules. Just got a Deptford clock divider. Right on. Wow. Congratulations. That's always a lovely thing. I should leave that up, actually. Okay. You know what I should do? I should put that freeze rack right on my live sound. Let's see how that works. I'm going to take it right here and just grab it and move it over here. So now we've got, now you can't see it with that level up stuff in there. Here we go. Let's see what happens if I play a note. Just an A. Love this stuff by Brian. All right, you all. Great to see you. Friday, tomorrow's a big day. Gonna have all day to prepare, so I won't be like caught at the end trying to put all my titles in, which you don't know about. I'll tell you that because I just referenced something that you don't know anything about. So let me tell you about it. So one of the things about streaming to multiple places that is really, really, really lovely, and I'm just gonna show you this really quickly because why not? Go over here to this. One of the ways that we function in the streaming world here is to use this company called Restream.io. And what's really lovely is I'm able to just come in here and paste titles and things like that, or descriptions like the ones that you read down below. And when I do that, I can update all the locations that I stream at once right down here and update them with one click. Is that worth $20 a month? I'm going to tell you it is, all of that. What a great thing that we have all of this technology available to us. I mean, really, it is crazy that we are able to be with each other, able to teach, able to share our browsers, share documents, share all these things so quickly. And then, I mean, let's even just talk about Ableton Live for a while and how it's possible to make all this music at a moment's notice. Anyway, it's kind of wonderful. Tomorrow, we'll have some new stuff for you. Isabel and I wish you well. Come join us on Saturday because we're going to have fun. Oh, there's that freeze. So nice. Welcome, Dan Kinney. Love you, Monica.